All right, guys, what's up? Today's review is Someone's Knocking at the Door. 2009 is when it came out. It was directed by Chris Ferrin. Um, Pretty all right movie, not too bad. It was well worth a watch. It was one I found on Netflix. It had a crazy looking cover on it, so I figured I'd check it out. I thought it was going to be a little bit more independent than what it was, and if it was, uh, then they did a really good job on it. I mean, it looked like it had money put into it. Special effects were pretty good. The graphics and all that. I mean, they did a good job on it. The overall direction, the way they directed the movie, it flows pretty smooth. You get some cutscenes though where you're not real sure it, when the cutscenes happen. So does like this audio like mix that they do, and it's pretty cool how they did it. The first time I thought something was wrong with the audio because I was watching it somewhere else besides my house, and I was like, did I hit mute? And because the picture was fine, but no, it wasn't the case. It's just the way that it's different. It has a twist on it. But basically, what it is about these two serial killers. They come back to where they had been like test subjects at a community. I think it's like a community hospital, and these two people are just whacked out. All right, the test subjects are Wilma Hopper and John Hopper. And basically, what happens at the beginning of the film, you see a guy. He's hanging out in the room, and he has a syringe with some substance in it. Figures drugs because he's already kind of slow motion and whatnot. And he shoots up said drug, and the whole time someone's knocking on the door. Well, they're not going away, and he's getting pissed about. So finally, he goes to the door, opens it up, and boom, it's Wilma Hopper, and just butt naked, all the way. You see everything, and he's like, "Oh, hell yeah, what's up now?" Next thing you know, she kind of attacks him, and they're like rumbling around, and he's excited, and he looks in the mirror, and he's like, "Yeah, I got this chick, all right, man, about to get my groove on." And then he looks in the mirror again, he's like, "Oh shit!" And it ends up turning into a John Hopper, and at that point, the dude like bites his tongue off and spits it out, flips him over, and rips his clothes off, and proceeds to have his way with them and kills them. And so that character Ray is who that is. He ends up dead, and then the movie gets going from there. And you start meeting all of his friends at that point, and they're like, "Oh my God, did you know he's dead?" Oh, and just the cops are crazy. They're questioning him and trying to figure out what kind of drugs he'd been doing, and wanting to know all this insight. Overall the movie was pretty, from the very beginning, the opening scenes, the open credits, you're getting like this creepy, like old school, like pedophile type music, and then you have images of kids that look like it's from like the 60s or the 70s. And then every once in a while you see some adults and they're doing drugs. And the whole time there's this drugs, like pills falling. And every once in a while you see syringes flashing up on the screen. And then every once in a while you'll see like a guy with like a pedophile mustache, and it's like, what the fuck am I about to get into? And overall the movie it's pretty crazy. There's a couple parts in there that are just like, wow. And then there's some in there that's just like, you want to snooze a little bit. But the ending has a twist on it, and I actually need to go back and watch it one more time, kind of catch up on, the ending and try to figure out what exactly I missed to see how I missed getting to that point. But yeah, I would say just it's worth watching, especially if you have Netflix. I wouldn't buy it. Wouldn't be part of my collection at all, but I'm glad I got to check it out at least. Hopefully anybody that was thinking about watching it and wanted to know a little bit more about it, whether it was worth it or not, yeah, it's worth watching if you like weird movies. But it's different in more than just the way that the movie is. The plot's pretty crazy. What what happens to these people. Like one of the cops, he gets tore up and he comes back to life, and man, you see him running down the hallway after one of the girls, and if you watch the movie and you see that scene, you won't forget it. It's different. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before. But I don't know. I'd say that's about it. It was, like I said, definitely worth watching. Check it out if you have Netflix. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.